Hello everybody, welcome back to the Back Post and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Aston Villa Chelsea game that's coming up tomorrow, only 48 hours after the last one, and yeah, that's why it's just me, because the fixture list is so compact right now, it's so congested. We've got like no clue when to film, so I'm filming this one on my own, but we have a big game coming up, so I thought I'd talk about it, so let's get into it. Right, the last game was an absolute shambles. Arsenal, the shittest Arsenal I've seen in probably 2 decades or so, my whole lifetime, and we lost 3-0 to them. It's embarrassing, very embarrassing. I talked about it in a fan cam, go check it out up here. I gave my instant reaction. I'm quite upset in that video. I'm still quite upset, it was only yesterday. This is how quick the season's going. But I'm just going to talk today about what I think we should do going into this game, because things need to change. We need to rotate, of course. A lot of stuff needs to happen. So this is kind of me explaining that. So yeah, I'm going to go through the team. I'm going to go one through one, explain my decisions, and kind of give a predicted lineup or kind of what I would want to see now going into this game to kind of make sure we get 3 points, because we fucking need them. Right, number one, it's obviously Mendy. He's our number one goalkeeper. He's the best goalkeeper at the club. We need to just keep him in net. He made one mistake yesterday, but it didn't result in anything actually, and yeah, so he is the number one. He needs to stay. And then if we go to our fullbacks, we have James and Chilwell, but no one thought they'd be playing at Arsenal. They were, and I think the conclusion is we all think they were rushed into it a little bit. Chilwell just got his injury. Reece had a surgery, I think, or did that not happen? I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it? So I think, and both of them kind of played like they weren't up for it. So I think both of them might need to be dropped. And I would put in Emerson and Aspie on those sides, because Aspie's one of the best right backs we've had. He's a solid defender, leader, gets forward. He's an incredible right back. It's only because Reece James has been so good that he's not been playing, so he's not a bad backup to have. So I'd put him in, but it's Emerson that worries all of us. Emerson is very shaky at times. I mean, I'm saying all this, West Ham, he played quite well. I'll give him that, he played quite well, but I think he scared a lot of us, and he still does. But Alonso's gone, he's dead in the water, he'll be gone soon. Him and Frank are just not mates. So Emerson it will be. So I think they should rotate, and then I don't think the 2 defenders should rotate. Silva and Zuma. Listen, Silva is older, but he's still a very fit lad, and I think we need him for this game specifically. So I think we need to make sure we keep him and Zuma. Right, and then I'm going to go into my defensive midfielder, and this one might be weird. I think there's a lot of call for Jorginho maybe after his performance last game, but realistically, what Frank wants from his central defensive mids is them to collect the ball off the defenders and play out and drive, and that's what he wants. And Kante isn't that guy, and Jorginho kind of is. That's what he's better at. But you know what I'd do? I don't know if this is a bit of left field, but throw Gilmore in there, right? He's really good at that. And I know we want Rice for this reason. This is why Declan Rice is admirable for Chelsea and Frank. But Billy's good at this. Billy has shown some class in the games he's played, even after coming back after his injury. He's been really good. He gets the ball, he drives forward, and he's got a good rate of passing on him. And he's just an engine. He works and works and works. And if we have to learn anything from Arsenal, is play the kids, man. They're better. They're Arsenal's kids. They work more. They have more desire. They have more hunger. And Billy will have that. He's still a very young player. He still wants to make his claim into this league. And I think if we play him, he can play what Frank wants and do it effectively. So that would be my choice. And then going into the front, the 2 midfielders in front of him, I think you still keep Kante and you have Mount. I say Kante because he's a real reason of controlling that midfield. Even though if he's not playing a DM, he still gets around. He still makes defenders, not midfielders. He controls it. He sweeps up. He gets the ball, and then Mount, of course, he's also a Duracell, but he just keeps running back and forward. And he was one of the okay players at that game. No player was good. He was one of the okay ones going forward. So I think I'll keep him for this one, and then maybe rest him for the one after that. And then it's the front three, the talking point that's on everyone's lips right now. And I'm going to say what everyone else is thinking. Werner shouldn't be playing out on the left. It's not worked for 10 games now. It needs to stop. This is how I see this happening. This is what I see would be good. I think you play Pulisic on the left. That's his best position. He's incredible on the left. He's a really good left winger. Gets at them, runs at them, makes defenders cry. It's a great time. I love him. He's one of our best players still. And then Hudson Odoi, he came on against Arsenal and he was so good. He looks fit, he looks ready. Similar to Gilmour, he's got the hunger and the passion to play because he's not in the first team properly. Get him in on the right wing and then play Werner up top. We need to see it. We all want to see it. Everyone wants to see it. We know he can play up there. We know he can play good. And it's not working out on the left, so it needs to try up front. Because then if it doesn't work up front, then we might have wasted some money. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions like some people have, but we want to see him up front. And I think he could play like a Vardy role, like off the shoulder of the defenders, really just breaking it in. He needs to learn how to stay on side a bit more though. But if he just keeps breaking and breaking in behind them, getting like Hudson Odoi and Pulisic on the sides with Werner up front, that is so much pace. We could break off the counter and do that really effectively. And I didn't think I'd compare Werner to Vardy, but I just did. And that's my full 11. That's how I think we should really go and tackle this game against Villa, because they are going to be a difficult opponent for sure. They're not going to be a walk in the park at all. They were 10 men down to Palace and won 3-0. Like, they're good this season. They have 2 games in hand on us as well. We need to beat them because currently they are our rivals, as much as that pains me to say. So yeah, it's a big game. It needs to happen. I want to see those changes happen. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think should change, what we should do. What do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let us know in the comments. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, please. We're growing ever so slowly. We really appreciate anyone that comes along and subscribes. Presses that red button, and of course, as always, tell your dads.